Jackson Radio Show.
Oh, Kevin, where did you find her? Liz Mattori. Wow, she is calm and collect. She is level-headed, and she sees it and tells it like it is. Well, I'm an old man. I'm already married for 40 years. Can't marry her. Can I adopt her? She is awesome. Hey, you found someone. Yes. You're bringing the truth, hopefully, to the world. You know, I'm a devoted listener to your show, Kevin, and now you've got to have Liz on from time to time. Yes, speaking the truth. Love it. All right, thanks, bud.
All right, everybody, welcome back. That was a caller who obviously appreciates Liz's work, and I said, what can I say? Liz is amazing, and I'm glad she's going to be helping me from time to time when I travel, and or if I'm ill. I was sick last week. Oh my goodness, jeez, it was horrible. Anyway, I'm glad Liz was able to sit in for me. So we got a lot to talk about. Holy cow! When I miss a few days, it isn't like the left takes a break, right? So I learned this. I don't know if you guys saw these stories over the weekend. A coffee shop won't serve cops. We'll talk about that. U.S. Steel. We got the tariffs, right? So we'll be talking about the tariffs. I don't know if you guys saw me. I was on Steve Hilton's show on Sunday evening talking about tariffs in North Korea and all kinds of things. I hope I represented you well. Suing California. Jerry Brown has chimed in on the idea of him being sued because he's no longer protecting American citizens, but instead protecting Mexican banditos. We've got a potential for a second special counsel. Of course, we've got the ongoing investigation around Russiagate, which has now moved into the United Arab Emirates, which I find sort of interesting. We've got the economy, which, who wants to talk about that? Jobs and money when there's Stormy Daniels to be talked about. Yeah. Donald Trump may have had a tryst with a porn star. Would it have mattered if she were a housewife? Would that have made a difference? And look, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to moralize over this issue. I'm not at all. If Donald Trump, as we say, tipped around on a Melania, shame on him. For shame, Donald Trump. But you know what? I'm not going to be sanctimonious about that kind of stuff, and neither should you. He who is without sin, give me my Bible. What verse is that? Oh, man. The left want to make such an issue about this. You got to hear this one dude talk about this issue. Katie Hopkins is arguing not about this particular issue, but about Donald Trump and the grabbing by the blank blank. And we have to bleep it out because they freely use the word, and the moderator actually uses it. But I want to start there. But it's funny to me that Larry Elder, a friend of mine, fellow radio show host, he tweeted this about the idea. It says, "Yo, at CNN and at MSNBC, don't you hate it when a breakthrough on North Korea preempts or pushes Stormy Daniels from your top story? Take a deep breath, rub some dirt on it, regroup, now get back to what you do best, Russia." And I thought that was so fitting. But I want to play this clip from Katie Hopkins discussing President Trump and the whole incident that got him there. And there's something the guy says that I want you to pay particular attention to, and I'll see if you catch it.
Any part of you as a mother of two daughters and a son. I'm kind of thinking just for a moment about this, that this is the man who talked about grabbing women by the. Is there any part of you that feels this is not my guy? I don't want this guy to be talking like this about any woman at all. Do you not despair for the future in any ways?
Sweetie, I would rather be grabbed by the than have a for president. Woo!
And
go you.
And you're happy with that language?
I'm very happy with that language. Look, none of us are that polite behind closed doors. My girlfriends have ruder language. Real men have ruder language. The gentleman clapping is a real man, obviously. He would have ruder language. See, I'm not offended by the expression.
Katie, he's no longer in the locker room. He's in the Oval Office.
Sure, and that was a private conversation 8 years ago before he was running. Whilst Clinton was in the Oval Office, of course, Monica Lewinsky was on her knees with Hillary stood right by her. So I don't know if you're going to say that's any better, sweetie, because I don't think it is.
She's not president. I'm talking about the current president-elect.
Yes, but when Bill Clinton was president.
I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about the future.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. So that was a British interview that Katie Hopkins is doing. Nice lady, Katie. I met her at CPAC. We have the same rep. Anyway, did you notice what that guy said? I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about the future. I'm talking about the present. Really? So, wait a minute. I'm a little confused here. What we're talking about is an interview where Trump talked about, he was a locker room conversation with Billy Bush, and that was, it was 8 years ago or whatever number of years ago. Just think about the selective, how the left behave. It's when it was Bill Clinton doing what he did in the White House as president, they said it's his private life. It's his private life. Donald Trump has done none of the things that they've talked about as president. He didn't even do it as a candidate, and they dismiss. Oh, well, we're talking about the present. No, you're not. You're not talking about the present, and we know that. See, they think we're stupid. And so, guess what? They have a story that they think's going to stick. I said earlier, not on the broadcast, but in other interviews and stuff, I said, look, if you really believe this is going to stick, it's like Donald Trump's a racist. Where's that at now? Oh, well, there's no reason to talk about it because we don't need to rile black people up right now. So that's gone. Now, Donald Trump was a misogynist because he was grabbing women by the you-know-what. That was gone. Now, oh, no, he's a philanderer. Right? And what's next? Oh, he hates Mexicans. Well, why is he trying to pass DACA? And I could go on. So it's funny to watch. And look, this isn't mainstream media here. Katie was doing an interview with some British guy. But what's interesting to me about that is the level of conversation that goes on about American politics around the world and how the leftist media has left these little breadcrumbs, and even that these guys are picking up on stuff like this. Forget what's going on. We just had U.S. Steel, who says they're going to bring 500 new jobs back because of the tariffs of Donald Trump. We're going to get into tariffs separately. But they're going to bring 500 jobs back. I did research on how much steel we make in America. What percentage? What percentage of steel is made in China? It was a shocking thing. Do you guys have any idea how much our steel is made in China? I'm talking about the world. Half of it. This started right around, 1990s, 2000. China was a very small steel manufacturer, steel producer. Now they have 50% of the world steel. That's how big they've gotten. We make 5%, just to put it in perspective.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.